Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, for me personally, the last couple of months, I've really been so much fixated about job opportunities for immigrants because I've seen firsthand how a couple of immigrants had to leave the United Kingdom. Some of them had to become overstayer because they were unable to secure a visa sponsorship job upon completion of the program. So I've taken it upon myself in the last couple of months to help as many people as I can to land in any visa sponsorship role here in the UK, including health and care related roles, and also any professional job at all. And it's really been effective and been working, to be honest, because at least in November 2024 alone, we've had about 6 people who have been able to land a professional job. Um, you know, four of them had like professional tech roles, while the other two had a job in healthcare, which obviously sponsored their visa. And what I've discovered over time is that what people need really is just a little push or a little help to make that particular desire happen. And in this conversation, in this video, I'm going to be talking about, getting visa sponsorship roles, what you need to do, what you shouldn't do, what you should stop doing when it comes to trying to land yourself a professional job or a visa sponsorship role here in the UK or any country at all. I've also had conversation with people in Canada who are also going through the same challenges you are facing here in the UK. And so the solution to this might not necessarily be moving to Canada, because many people in Canada are also facing some of the challenges when it comes to job search that we're also facing here in the United Kingdom. So if you're looking for a job, or you know someone who's looking for a job in the UK and Canada, then you sure do want to recommend this video to them. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. In the last couple of months, one of the things I've really discovered, on this whole job search journey is the fact that a couple of people are not landing the kind of professional jobs they want, not because the opportunities are not there, but because they're not well prepared for those opportunities. I'm going to give you two instances. A couple of weeks ago, I was invited by a recruiter to consult on a particular job role that his client was trying to fill. So it was a data analyst role, by the way, which was the reason why I was consulted to jump on the pre-interview call with him, so that I can share my thoughts if this person is actually ready, or they should recommend that particular individual or applicant to the client, which is the employer. Now, this particular person came recommended. I mean, according to the recruiter, the person was recommended to him by a top professional here in the UK who mentored this particular individual. That's why I tell people that one of the ways to get a job is through recommendation. But anyway, that's not the focus of this video for now. Now, this person came highly recommended by this top professional, and we jump on the pre-interview call just to hear the person's thoughts. And this is one of the things recruiters do. They jump on the call with you. They call it phone interview, but the essence of the phone interview is just to have conversation with you to know if you actually might be the best fit for the job, and all of this comes from the conversation over the phone. Now, we jumped on the call and we're just having conversation about different data terminologies, how we go about data modeling, the different ways we clean up data, create visualization and provide business intelligence report. And on the conversation, I think I just mentioned something about data modeling, and I wanted to hear this applicant's thought on data modeling, and she was practically stammering. She couldn't really say anything. And at some point, she started, after struggling to say something for about 30 seconds, all of a sudden she began to say a whole lot of stuff. And from a conversation, you would know that she was actually reading this from somewhere. It's a phone conversation. Of course, you're not going to see the person. And this tells you, by the way, she didn't get recommended or by the recruiter, because obviously she wasn't saying the kind of language the client wanted from a potential employer. So she didn't get to the next stage for the interview. And this is not because the job was not there. This is because she wasn't well prepared for that particular role. I'm going to give another instance. A couple of weeks ago, we were trying to recruit for a junior role in my company, and I was part of the initial conversation on the first stage, and this technical assessment on data analyst roles during the interview process, and we gave this individuals task on Excel, simple Excel analysis, and I felt really a bit bad because people of my color, people like myself who came into this country as immigrants, I see them struggle with simple Excel questions, and I'm like, if you're coming for a data analyst role, you should be well prepared. You should build the right technical skills. You should have what it takes to land the job, if that makes sense. And it's really surprising seeing that people are actually still struggling to answer simple exam functions, and you're applying for, data analyst role. And this is one thing people don't really get to understand, that for every job vacancy pushed out there, most of the time they really want two or three positions available, and the market at the moment is highly competitive. I mean, very competitive. For that particular role, you probably have over 200 people apply for the same job role, and they probably need just one person or two people. So if you're not, they're not just looking for people that will meet the barest minimum requirement. You have to be exceptional. You have to be better than everyone that applied for that same job. And that's what people don't understand. So the fact that the organization is telling you that, oh, on the vacancy, we need you to have skill set in A, B, C, D. And you think, oh, if I have A, B, I should stand a chance. You're not going to stand a chance, because for that same role, they definitely have applicants who have A, B, C, D, E that we don't even need. So those people will definitely be prioritized, not because you're not good enough, but because you don't have what they actually want. And they were able to see more people who have more than, and this is what I tell people that I get to have conversations with, that when you're applying for a job, you're not trying to meet the minimum requirements. You're trying to have all the ones, and in addition to what you can also offer to the organization, aside what they actually do want, if that makes sense. So you need to be exceptional, and that's why most of the people applying for jobs and claim they don't get called for interviews. And the reason is because you don't have the right keywords on your CV. Your CV is definitely the problem, because they haven't met you, they don't know the skill set you have, but they're going to judge you based on the information on your CV. So if you don't have the right information on your CV, obviously you're definitely not going to get called, for an interview, if that makes sense. So try as much as possible to make sure that their CV is top notch. If you need some help with creating a master CV, I've got a link in the description below. I can help you create a master CV that will give you so much competitive advantage on your next job application. Okay. Now, some people are, there are different category of people who are actually not having issue landing interviews, but they are struggling with getting jobs. And most of the time, and one of the things I've discovered is that most of the people that are able to get interview invites, many of them are usually not well prepared for the interviews. Just like the people I mentioned earlier, they got a chance to be called for interviews and are given technical assessments, and you see them struggling with doing simple conditional formatting on Excel, and you're like, what? How come you've got experience working as a data analyst and you can't do this basic stuff? Sometimes it can be nerve, but in most situations, people are actually not really prepared for those interviews. Now, on the flip side, you might have all the right skill set. You might, I've seen people tell me, oh, Daniel, I did very well in the interview. I answered all of the 10 questions they wanted, and I think I answered them correctly, but I still didn't get called for the job. I was sent a rejection email. Now, in those situations, I tell people that just so you don't get discouraged, you might not actually be the problem. The fact that you went for an interview and you think you did all your best, but you still didn't get a job, might not be because you were not good enough. It's just because they found someone that they think is actually better than you do. If that makes sense. So I've gone for an interview before, and it was really a very fun experience, my personal experience. And after the first round of the interview, I passed. I was called for the second round. I passed. I was called for the third round of the interview. And after the interview, I got a call from the employer saying, "Oh, Dan, thank you so much for being part of the interview process. We're actually sorry we're not going to give you the job, and this is for X, Y, Z reason." The reasons were actually funny. When I told my mentor about it, it was like, "I think okay, they're giving you reason why they're not giving you the job, and the reasons why they're not giving you the job is actually some of the reasons why so many organizations will jump on you to give you the job offer." So I didn't get the job offer. Then 2 days later, I got an email from the same employer saying, "Hi Daniel, we're sorry about yesterday you didn't get a job offer. However, we consider you have the right skill set for the job, but would like to offer you another position, but a level lower than the position you applied for. And just so you know, the level they're offering me is the current level I am right now in my current place of work." And I'm like, I'm not going to leave my organization to a new organization for the same level. If I'm going to leave, it has to be for, a better level, higher level, obviously. And so, obviously, the reason I didn't get a job was not because I wasn't good enough, but they probably presumed that another candidate would have been or would be the best fit for the job. So the same applies to people applying for a job. You might naturally be the challenge. The challenge might probably be they found someone else that they think would be a better fit for the role. So that means that you move to the next application, you move to the next job interview and smash it. You get what I mean? So yeah, it's just about, you keep pushing out this application and getting as much help, as much information as you can on your journey to landing your next job opportunity. So if you want to jump on a one-to-one conversation with me, you need some clarification, you're struggling with certain things, and you want us to have a conversation, go to the description of this video, click on the link. I was going to schedule a call for us to have that, personal and intimate conversation on how to help you from where you are to where you should be on your job search journey in the United Kingdom or in Canada, whichever country that you might find yourself. And if you have any questions that you can share publicly, state those questions in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do well to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.